What is going on, everybody? It's the Frost, and we're here for AEW Double or Nothing predictions. It is finally here. This Saturday, tomorrow, we're a little over 24 hours away until AEW Double or Nothing. I cannot believe it just feels like it was just yesterday when Being the Elite popped up on YouTube, and you had Cody, Matt, and Nick all have a Double or Nothing sign, and then Adam Page shows his phone and it said AEW. So it's been a long time coming. We've had two press rallies. We had one in Jacksonville, one in Nathan Ticket's release party. We've had many episodes of Being the Elite, many episodes of Road to Double or Nothing, which I think was awesome to see. Those episodes of Road to Double or Nothing, all culminating into this show. Before we get into the predictions, we're going to go over some news stories coming into AEW's Double or Nothing. The big one, of course, being that Pac and Adam Hangman Page has been canceled for the show. And then we get to Being the Elite yesterday. And Adam Hangman Page has been not cleared to compete. I think that part is just storyline. But the reason Hangman Page and Pac are not wrestling at Double or Nothing is because of creative differences. Not for this show, but the fact that it looked like Pac was supposed to be going over Adam Hangman Page and then go on to Kenny Omega, and they don't want him beating Kenny Omega yet. And Dragon Gate, as long as he's the opening Dream Gate champion, doesn't want him losing on another promotions thing, which makes sense. Champions should not be losing non-title matches ever, unless it's by nefarious means or by sincere. Like, just losing clean as a champion diminishes you as a champion. So there was no reason to see. But the final Road to Double or Nothing had a lot to talk about. They had Cody, Tony Khan, and Brandy talking to a comedian who was interviewing them. This comedian also gave us gave us a little sneak peek of the championship, because he tried to pull it out of this bag that he had. Couldn't get it out, but you did see a little bit if you could screen capture it. But he didn't announce that the first winner of on the final Road to Double or Nothing, it was announced who will be the first contenders for the AEW World Championship. The first will be the winner of the Casino Battle Royal on this Saturday's buy-in pre-show. The other will be the winner of the Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho main event. Those two contenders will then meet at a later date for the title. I'm guessing either Fight for the Fallen or All In 2 in Chicago, which is supposed to possibly happening in August or September. So that would be when I expect them to have the World Championship. Not going to be a Fighter Fest, that's something totally different. Of course, Brian Pillman Jr., Ace Romero, Brandon Cutler, Sonny Kiss, Glacier, Sunny Days, MJF, Joe Janela, Dustin Thompson, Billy Gunn, Jimmy Havoc, Michael Nakazawa, which I don't get the whole angle with Michael Nakazawa, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Private Party, and Sean Spears, who made his debut in one of these little things on Twitter where they were showing off little things where they would have a dealer throw out a card and someone would pick it up. They did Glacier, and then they had Sean Spears have a video before. He said, when the odds are stacked against you, always bet on yourself, showing his hand, which he has the 10 of diamonds. I'm pretty sure I talked about this on Tuesday. So, yeah, great to see Sean Spears. Can't wait to see what he has to do. Update on AEW's interest in Jon Moxley. It was announced earlier in the month that Jon Moxley has signed on a new MMA action theme called Cage Fighter, which is currently in the works. The movie tells the story of a lauded MMA champion who unexpectedly loses a heavily promoted fight to a pro wrestling star, making his crossover debut in the world of MMA. Humiliated by the loss, the fighter must fight his way back to the top and earn a rematch. The movie also stars real-life MMA fighters and actors Josh Herdman, Michael J. White, Gina Gershon, Michelle Ryan, and Jason Mazza. MMA legends George St. Pierre, Anderson Silva, and Alexander Gustafsson, I can't say his name right, will also appear. Former WWE superstar Christian is an executive producer on the film. So Moxley has not been announced for any indie bookings, but Meltzer speculated that he could see him in AEW by the end of the year. Soon after the movie wraps, AEW officials still want to bring him in. It's always possible that Moxley could get away from the movie for a day. If he's willing to return, then to work a Double or Nothing. But Meltzer noted that there's not been heard anything moving in that direction, and there's been no talk of it happening. There's also been speculation of Joey Ryan or CM Punk showing up at Double or Nothing to bring some star power to the match with Paige, which was noted by Meltzer. It was also noted that Punk is scheduled for announcing work for the Fury Fighting Championship MMA event on the night of Double or Nothing. That event airs on UFC Fight Pass and takes place at 6 p.m. local time from Coachella, California, which is around 300 miles from Las Vegas. Ryan is booked for Absolute Intense Wrestling indie promotion in Cleveland, Ohio on the night of Double or Nothing. Moxley has been quiet since releasing his first promo video on May 1st, just minutes after his WWE contract expired. So, no word yet on Jon Moxley being in AEW. I do not expect him to be in AEW just yet. He is, of course, going off to film a movie. He's in Cage Fighter. That's going to take a while. Yes, if he could get a day off, Saturday off, and he could be there, or he wraps his shooting for the day early, he could go to Double or Nothing and come back to the shooting the next day. We'll have to wait and find out. And here's the thing. With Moxley, he could be in the Battle Royal, get that wild card spot and win, and then be out of here. Or he could be the one facing off against Hangman Page, as I mentioned, on Being the Elite yesterday, which actually came out, I think it was yesterday or Wednesday, whenever it came out. He was injured. They even had him laid up, and he had some tape on his knee that was attacked by Pac in the match that happened for WrestleGate. I believe it was WrestleGate or whatever that place was in UK. I did watch the match yesterday, which it was a good match for what it was until Pac low-blowed the referee, because Hangman Page looked like he was going to win the match. He does win by DQ. And then after the match, Page is arguing with the ref because he was like, why don't you count in three? Why won't you count in three? Pac comes from behind, hits him with a chair, beats him up again and again and again, beating up his leg, telling him, I was only coming to Double or Nothing to hurt you. And would you look at that? My job is done, so I'm not coming to Double or Nothing. I'm not coming to AEW at all. And then they flashed up a graphic that said, canceled, for that match. So that match is officially canceled. On Chris Van Vliet's latest interview with Cody Rhodes, he asked Cody Rhodes about this match, about anybody replacing Pac, and Cody's like, well, Page is going to be at broadcast. He's not going to be in the weigh-ins because of not knowing who his opponent is if he has one. He will be at Double or Nothing, but Cody doesn't want to give out what he's actually going to be doing. So we just have to sit there and wait. So it could be Jon Moxley there, or it could be Jon Moxley winning the Battle Royal and then having Kenny Omega or Chris Jericho win the main event. That would be a hell of a main event, a world champion, first ever World Heavyweight Championship match. Also coming out of the Double or Nothing, Jack Whitehall, there he is, comedian, actor, talked to President Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, and Brandy Rhodes about starting the company. Both Rhodes and Khan said they think the fan base is the lapsed fans who have been looking for more in their wrestling since WWE really took things over after buying out WCW. Khan says he doesn't look at AEW as they are taking on WWE, but rather providing more wrestling to fans, and doesn't want to discourage fans from watching wrestling of any kind. Rhodes talked about how wrestling is watered down today. Rhodes talked about his match against Dustin Rhodes and how it's a generational thing. He feels like there's been 5 matches in the last 5 months that were better than that whole era, which he acknowledges most people wouldn't accept. For sure. Absolutely. Hell, there's been like at least 4 or 5 matches every year in the last 3 or 4 years that are better than anything we saw in the Attitude Era. And in my opinion, the Attitude Era is 100% overrated. People look through they look back at the Attitude Era through rose-colored glasses, through nostalgia eyes. They don't look back and see, yeah, a lot of that shit wasn't funny. A lot of that shit wasn't right. A lot of that stuff would have been, is just downright boring or horrible or stupid. Outside of stuff like we were doing with The Undertaker or Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, or any of the people at the top. Everything underneath was just garbage most of the time. Yeah, everyone had a place on the card. Everyone got something to do, unlike nowadays where it's all about Roman, and people like that. It's still not really good. It's really not as good as everyone says it is. AEW is planning to implement drug testing program. While details are scarce at this time, AEW contracts the talent signed does include a drug testing provision, and they are planning to implement a drug testing program. It appears as if AEW is on board with implementing a drug policy and is already included in all superstar contracts. Absolutely the best thing they could do. Absolutely. There is, in my opinion, no reason to have drug, like there's no reason to have a wrestling company if you're not going to have drug testing, because you got to protect these guys. We don't need to have any more like early deaths like we've had over the last 15, 20, 30 years. I mean, Ashley Massaro, who just passed away from apparent suicide, has had her demons. Eddie Guerrero had his demons. Chris Benoit had his demons. A lot of the young deaths that we've had in professional wrestling has been because of drug abuse, whether it's steroids or cocaine or whatever. It's just something that needs to be done, and it's looking out for the wrestlers themselves. So I am all for that. I don't want to see guys going out there putting needles to themselves, expecting to bulk up when they don't need to use that. Just be who you are as a professional wrestler. Drugs like PEDs or any other type of drug that can be used, we don't need that in the AEW. And I'm all for a drug testing policy. Now, on to the show. AEW Double or Nothing is coming soon. It is coming this Saturday, not this Sunday, but this Saturday. I will be putting my predictions. I will be watching AEW Double or Nothing, and I will have my review up at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Sunday afternoon. So much going on, and I want to give my podcast at least a full 24 hours to marinate and try and get as many views as it can without the AEW effect being there. So I'm going to put that up on the 12th, on the 26th, instead of the night it comes, because it's like, if this show is as good as it is, I'm going to be exhausted just from how good this show is, because if you have good wrestling and good storytelling and everything, the show's going to drain you even if you're not there, and I don't want to be drained to be on here. I'm like all that, so I'm good. I'm going to do that. But first off, we have the Casino Battle Royal. This is a little bit different. It is a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal. Starts with 5 men. Every 3 minutes, a new wave of 5 men entered. Lucky number 21 enters last. Battle Royal entry numbers picked at later date. They have been picked recently. As I said, Sean Spears was shown off in the Battle Royal by the deck, by the dealer throwing him a card, and it happened to be the 10 of diamonds. Glacier did the same thing. Like, I know the Young Bucks have been going around. I mean, Luchasaurus, who I didn't know who the hell Luchasaurus is, got his with Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy was on top of him. They both picked their numbers from a deck of cards. In the last Being the Elite, MJF was pretty much trying to, get his, I don't remember who brought it to him, but he had, someone brought cards to him, and he kept on, making small talk, trying to not pick that card until he pretty much got forced to pick a card, so that was that. So they've been getting different ways. The Joker card is going to be a wild card. There were about 4 people still not entered into the match. It might be different now. I didn't really pay attention to if there was anybody not on the cards who's already been picked. But I'm going to say we're either going to have a surprise that nobody knows, and my pick is going to be Jimmy Havoc, for the simple fact is I would love to see Jimmy Havoc get that world title opportunity and possibly win it. Now, like I said, okay, so basically when it starts with 5 men, what they're doing is you pick a card. If you pick a diamond, then 5 men, then you're going to be in a suit with 5 guys. If you pick hearts, you're going to be with the 4 other hearts. Clubs, and I'm getting embarrassed here. It's hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades, right? What is it? Whatever suit you pick is going to be the entry that you come in. So Yeah, so there's 4 different series. You're going to start with 5. You're going to have 3 intervals of people coming in, and then the Joker card is the number 1, is the 21st guy who comes in by themselves. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do. It's a battle royal, but it's also like a Royal Rumble, only instead of 1 person at a time, it's 5 guys at a time. Maybe next time they can try and figure out maybe a 52-man card, like a 52-man thing. We have the two Jokers come out last. That would be interesting. They get the full deck. But I'm going with Jimmy Havoc. I think he's going to go batshit crazy in this thing, and I could see him being the one to come out on top. If I had a second, I would have to go with Shawn Spears. I'm going to pick a second one, Shawn Spears, because it was a big shock that, like, right during the beginning of SmackDown this week, that just popped up on my Twitter feed, and it's like, I didn't see the original one until, like, one of the Young Bucks, I think it was Nick or Matt, replied to it or quote tweeted and said, Shawn, you weren't supposed to show us your number at all. So, yeah, it's like, oh, no way, Shawn Spears is coming, so that's awesome. I'm going with Shawn Spears over Shawn Spears or Jimmy Havoc. Now, coming up next, we have a match that is going to be interesting. We have Kip Sabian versus Sammy Guevara. Of course, these 2 matches will both be available for free at AEW's YouTube channel, so you can be able to check them out. It is the buy-in section of the thing, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to go with Sammy Guevara. They've been doing this whole thing on Being the Elite where he comes into a thing, people talk shit on him. He comes in, everyone's all friendly, then he leaves and they talk shit on him as well. Even he went to see his mom, she gave him a package, he gave her a shirt. He leaves and she just starts talking shit on him. So I think it's going to be great to see Sammy Guevara take the win on this one. So I'm picking Sammy Guevara for this one. As you all know, this is this one's going to be really, like, this entire show is just one of those things that I'm guessing a lot of it, because not all of this has been built up as strong as, like, you know, an NXT show would be, where you, like, kind of have an indication on who's going to win what match. So everything that comes out of this is just me guessing more than anything, and I don't have any idea how any of this stuff's going to go, except for this match. SCU versus Strong Hearts. I fully believe Shima and his two guys, which I can't remember what their names are, they're winning this match. Why would Strong Hearts beat SCU? Well, they are members of the OWE, Oriental Wrestling Experience, I believe, Enterprise or Experience over in China. This would be a strong way to get the Chinese group a big name in AEW. So I'm going with Strong Hearts to win this match. This is like the only one that I have a 95, like, I am not sure on 100% sure on any one of these matches that there's going to be, that this team or this person's going to win. But I have a strong feeling that this one's going to go that way. It's just, I have that kind of feelings that they are going to win, no doubt about it. So Strong Hearts over SCU. Last time I saw any members of SCU wrestle, it was on All In, where Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky wrestled on the pre-show, and then Christopher Daniels faced off against what's his name from Arrow? Can't remember off the top of his head. That he had his match with him, which was a damn good match. So I'm going with Shima and his Strong Hearts. There you go. Moving on here, we have this one. I really have no idea what the hell. And that is Ajay Khan, Yuki Sakazaki, Ima M. Sakurai versus it's Team Japan. It's one team in Japan versus one team in Japan. I don't know the names, and I don't want to mess up anyone else's name. I'm going with Team Ajay Khan here. She is the veteran of the two. She is the more notable name in American wrestling eyes. So it would be interesting to see where they go from there. But I'm definitely going with Team Ajay Khan on there. Just what I'm going at. Moving on here, we go to the other women's match of this show, and that is Kylie Rae, Britt Baker, and Nyla Rose. This one, I don't know. It's like Britt Baker, like, as we've known in Being the Elite and the Road to Double or Nothing, Brandy Rose has been talking to each every one of these women, and she's been telling each of them that they are the favorite for the match at Double or Nothing. This one, I don't know. It just feels like Kylie Ray is going to pull out a miracle and win this match. It's just, I don't know. It feels like she's going to be the winner of this match. I don't know. It's just, I have this feeling that she's going to win, beating Nyla Rose, and then Nyla Rose is going to get pissed, and she's going to beat the hell out of both of the women. I'm just going there. The one match I'm looking forward to, Cody versus Dustin. Brother versus brother. Attitude Era versus he wasn't even Ruthless, but Attitude Era versus Reality Era, I guess. This match I'm looking forward to out of all of them, just because of the story that we wanted to see this at WrestleMania 4 years ago. Vince did not give us that. Vince gave us Stardust versus Goldust at Fastlane. So we've been waiting for years to see this match the way we want to see it. That match back then, it felt like they were uninspired. They were just, let's get it over with. This one, they have time to go, and I can't wait to see what these guys can do. So I'm going with Cody. I'm going with Cody over Dustin, because it feels like this one's going to be a retirement match for Dustin Rhodes. He did talk about making it one last ride, so I definitely would go with that one for sure. I'm going with Dustin Rhodes over Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes over Dustin Rhodes. Just putting an end to this, and then after that, Dustin's going to probably be somebody backstage working in AEW. One of the more recent matches, Angelico and Jack Evans versus the Best Friends. Angelico and Jack Evans were recently added to AEW's roster, while the Best Friends have been on AEW's roster for the most part for the last few months. So this one is a toss-up for me. I'm going to have to say probably let me see. I'm probably going with Angelico and Jack. I'm going with the Best Friends. They've been wanting to have action. They didn't want to be in the Battle Royal at all. They didn't want to be in the Battle Royal. They were pissed off that they were in the Battle Royal. They wanted to be on the card a little bit better. They wanted more respect, and they're getting that. So they will be going up against Angelico and Jack Evans. I think this will be a hell of a good match. I've seen Angelico wrestle a couple of times for What Culture Pro Wrestling for their World Cup that they did 2 years ago. And then I saw him a couple times, I think in one of the pay-per-views after that. He is a hell of a wrestler. Can't wait to see what him and Jack Evans do on the whole. But I'm going with the Best Friends. Probably winning some kind of sneakily way. Can't wait to see what this match can do for you. It should be an excellent tag team match. Moving on to our next match, which is definitely one of the more talked about tag team matches. It is for the AAA Tag Team Championships. This match, people were talking about how I actually had to find, you would type in AEW, and people were talking about, putting out AEW's official first match, Pac versus Hangman Page at that place that they were at on the UK last week. And I'm like, wait a minute. The Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks already had a match in AAA a couple weeks ago, or a month and a half ago, in which the Young Bucks won the AAA tag team titles from, I believe, the Lucha Bros. So that would technically, quote-unquote, be the official first match of AEW, in my opinion. I think the Young Bucks are going to win this one. They did big numbers for AAA back when they had that match, I believe, for these two. They had a huge number. I see them winning the match and then keeping the titles for now, and maybe at Fight for the Fallen or at a AAA event, the Lucha Bros will get a rematch and the Lucha Bros will win the championships. In our main event, the winner faces off against, the winner of this match faces off against the winner of the Casino Battle Royal for the right to be the first ever AEW Heavyweight Champion. Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega. I'm going with Kenny Omega. He is going to be, Chris Jericho's not a full-time guy in AEW. Kenny Omega is. Chris Jericho's going back to Japan in about a month and a half or so to face off against Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So I wouldn't see him winning this match for that much. This isn't WWE where you get 50-50 booking, because if Chris Jericho won this time, it would be 50-50 from the last time these guys wrestled. Cody Rhodes on that Chris Van Vliet interview was talking about there won't be 50-50 booking in the company. Now, 50-50 booking is something you don't want to have, but it's like I don't think you can like avoid it 100%. But I'm going with Kenny Omega. I think him versus a Jimmy Havoc, or him versus a Jon Moxley, or him versus anybody else would be much better for a battle for the first World Heavyweight Champion in AEW history. But those are my predictions. Let's go over them one more time. I'm going with Jimmy Havoc or Sean Spears, Sammy Guevara, Strong Hearts over the SCU, Team Aja Kong over Team Shida, I think it was the name, Kylie Ray over Nyla Rose and Britt Baker, Cody Rhodes over Dustin Rhodes, the Best Friends over Jack Evans and Angelico, the Young Bucks over the Lucha Bros, and Kenny Omega over Chris Jericho. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. Find me on Twitter at The France Club, find me on twitch.tv/TheFrance08, and I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 72, I believe, of Unscripted, 71 and 72. And then, of course, on Sunday, I'll see you guys there for the review of Double or Nothing. Until then, my name is The France, and I will see you guys later.